right, I think it's on. Hello.
Hey everyone.
It's April 23rd. I'm Matt.
I'm Jim.
Jim, and today, welcome to GameWalks. So I had an idea for a topic today.
Yeah.
I was talking with a buddy of mine about how, the PlayStation 4 is coming out soon. We know all the details about the PlayStation 4. We don't know very much about the new Xbox yet. Hopefully we'll get some announcements soon.
E3,
but one of the rumors is that the Xbox is always online.
Oh yeah.
And that'd be like a very frustrating experience. I know I'd be very frustrated by that. As you know, I had a debacle where I lost the internet at my house for a week.
Like 2 weeks.
And
How can you survive?
Thank God I can at least play my Xbox games because I can't play any of my always online PC games.
Couldn't
so
play
that'd be
your
very
StarCraft.
annoying.
What are you gonna do?
So anyways, so my friend was asking me, would you switch to the PlayStation 4 if the Xbox was online all the time? And I was like, I probably would in theory, except there's two big hurdles that I would have to get over in switching from the Xbox to the PlayStation, because the Xbox is my platform of choice. The first is the controller. I just love that the Xbox controller, you feel it in your hand, it feels like a sturdy controller, and the PlayStation one, it just feels so flimsy to me. But that's fine, I can get over that. I mean, I haven't seen the new hardware controllers anyways.
You've played through lots of games on
my PlayStation. Yeah, PlayStation exclusive games.
Weren't able to do it. So.
Exactly. But probably the bigger issue for me in deciding to switch from Xbox to PlayStation would be my GamerScore.
Your GamerScore. Whoever invented the GamerScore deserves a pretty sizable bonus.
I feel like I have to pick. I never felt like I had to pick a platform.
No.
I used to be like I would look at what are the reviews for the PC version versus the Xbox version versus the whatever version. Until GamerScore came around. And now I feel like I have to say, do they have an Xbox version? Yeah, then I gotta buy it on Xbox. If
so
they
I was like that back when we worked at EA, and everyone was kind of comparing it a lot. Which what nerds do. That's how you compare is by your GamerScore. And we had some people who they would play really, really crappy games just to get a higher GamerScore.
Yeah, I've never done that.
I won't name this person, good friend of ours, but he had a GamerScore of like 70,000.
Yep.
And he would play the stupidest games ever purely to get GamerScore. And there was this thing, and it was cool. Now I found myself that once I stopped being with that same group of people, and it wasn't something that everyone at work was doing, I really kind of lost interest in the achievements. Now I really do go for what I think is going to be the best platform. So I am playing a lot more on PC, and I still go after achievements. I still love my achievements, but the GamerScore
you're okay
aspect
with having
of it,
a Steam score.
I wish there was a Steam score. I wish there was a Steam score. That would make it better.
You can see your Steam achievements.
Yeah, but
I guess
there's no
meta.
Meta. I can't quickly look at someone and be like, that guy has 20,000.
Steam
I have
points.
24,000. I feel a little better. But please continue with your.
So, I just find this fascinating. So I was thinking about what is it about this achievement system, which is, by the way, totally new to this console generation. There weren't achievements on the original Xbox or the Nintendo GameCube, right?
Yeah, there were
you'd almost
you'd invent your own achievement. You'd say, I went through Duke Nukem 3D and I never died once.
So that's an achievement.
Or I beat, whatever it was, Doom on, what was the hardest difficulty back then?
Hardcore,
crazy, yeah, whatever they had. Anyway.
So I was thinking, what is it about these achievements that creates so much appeal? And I guess as a way of exploring that, I would just ask you, what are some of your favorite achievements that you've ever earned in a video game?
Yeah, oh wow. There are two that come to mind. One is the first Xbox 360 game I ever played was Rainbow Six Vegas, which was a phenomenal game.
That's the one where you could put your friend's face on the enemy.
Oh yeah.
God, that was so creepy.
That.
Yeah, I remember. You're staring down the sniper rifle at an actual friend of yours.
We had a Tuesday night clan, is what we called it. We always used to play on Tuesday nights. But I also played through the single player, and I played through the single player once, and had a good time, and felt pretty good about myself. And then someone told me dude, don't even try it on realistic difficulty. And when they mean realistic, it's you get shot once and you die. And the checkpoints in the game were very spread out. Probably, 25, 30 minutes apart sometimes in terms of checkpoints. but it was a very tactical game. If any of you played Rainbow Six, like there's a lot of, it's not just like run and gun. Like if you're good, you can actually go through it. And I beat the game on realistic difficulty, and that is one of my favorite achievements that I've gotten. And I remember that because there were times where I would spend hours on a single checkpoint trying to get through some of that stuff. And I also beat some of the Call of Duties on veteran mode and spent probably 3 to 4 hours on a single checkpoint.
What if that wasn't an achievement? What if it was just like a menu option? You know, like it was in the old days, like on Doom, where it's just like, here's a, you know, you could play on normal or you could play on hardcore. What is it? Why is it that the fact that they made it that satisfying achievement unlocked sound, is that what draws you to it?
I don't know. I don't know if it's that. I think that one was just the challenge. Some friends said it was impossible, and I wanted to tackle that challenge. Now, what I wish that Microsoft had always done was allow me to highlight exactly your question. What achievement are you most proud of? And I could put that as like on like a profile. The same way that, you know, in StarCraft, you get a
I love that. Yeah, they have a trophy. Well,
right?
Not only that, but they also have an achievement trophy cabinet.
Well, sure. But like, you know, if you see someone with like, I don't know, you know the game better than I do. Like, what's the portrait for beating the game on Blue?
Like, if you, I don't know, it's Kerrigan. Old school StarCraft 2 Kerrigan.
Old school
Ghost Kerrigan.
So if you see someone in a matchmake with Ghost Kerrigan,
yeah,
you immediately know that's someone who beat the game on Brutal.
Yeah.
That guy's badass. How cool is that guy?
Yeah.
And I wish I could have something that would have said, Jim beat Rainbow Six on realistic difficulty. That guy's badass.
And it seems like they can do that with the avatar system that they introduced late in the Xbox lifetime.
There were times where they would do that, like doing special things in games would unlock certain things.
You get a T-shirt for your avatar.
Yeah, and so they started doing that, but you know, a lot of the hot games from the early days weren't plugged in. So that was one achievement for just like pure, like that was like just a hard challenge. The other one was one that is a funny story because the game lied to me. And it was in Battlefield Bad Company, which was some of the most fun multiplayer I played. And there was the sniper who I played. And the sniper had this ability where they could pull out their binoculars and they could target a vehicle, like target lock a vehicle. If you got locked on the vehicle for like 5 seconds, you could then call this missile that came down, and then you were in this chase cam of this missile, and you would use it to try and kill tanks. Right. You know, and so then the guy who got target locked would be alerted of it. It'd be like beep, 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 beep. So they would then try and dodge it, and you have this really fun mini game against like whoever was driving that tank. Is they would try and dodge your missile, and you would try and line it up, and you know you got it a couple, 50% of the time, whatever. Well, there was an achievement that said destroy a helicopter, an in-flight helicopter with that missile.
All right.
And you can imagine how tough this would be trying to like lock onto a helicopter and then trying to like hit a moving helicopter with this missile that was super slow. And I tried to get that achievement for weeks. And I can't even count how many helicopters I got to actually target, which was hard enough because the thing's moving around, and then actually tried to hit it. And it was super difficult. I'm like, my God.
So how did the game lie to you?
I finally got it. I finally actually connected with the helicopter, blew it up. I was like, I did it. This is amazing. And I didn't get the achievement. And I'm like, oh my God, are you kidding me? And I looked it up online, and the achievement was for single player only.
Awesome.
And there was this like super cheesy spot where you could get it in like the first level.
Like really easily?
Yeah, where like, oh, the boss takes off in a helicopter. Pull out your binoculars and just like drop a bomb on him.
Oh,
and I'm like,
horrible.
are you kidding me? I did this thing, which was probably one of the hardest like tactical moves I've ever had to do in a game. And spent weeks getting it. And I finally did it. I know I did it.
But was the other guy on VoIP? Like, did you hear his reaction? That would have been priceless.
But I have no evidence that I actually did it. I don't have that achievement. Well, I have the achievement for the stupid single player one now, but
you're probably lying. It's true.
I know. So that was one that I remember going after because I love playing sniper, and it felt like the most uber sniper thing to do with that class. And I couldn't do it. Well, I did do it, but I didn't get the achievement. So anyway, that's my story. Well, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, it's an easy one for me. I only have one that really seals the deal for me. That's in Rock Band, probably my favorite game of all time, one of them. Top 10 for sure. In Rock Band, there's an endless setlist achievement. The thing I love about this achievement is really lots of people have gotten it solo, but really the spirit of the achievement, in my opinion, is that you can only get this achievement by throwing a party. So it's a video game that has an achievement that requires you to be social and basically throw a rager. Like, the way the achievement works is complete successfully without failing every single song in Rock Band. You could fail along the way, but you have to restart it, and you have to do it all in one session.
Yeah, all one sitting.
Without quitting.
Yeah.
So this is going to take, an expert player with 0 fails at least 3.5 hours. And us, probably closer to 5 or 6 hours.
Yeah.
So basically what you do is...
It's also like an endurance thing.
It's totally... Well, it would be if you didn't throw a party. So what we did was we called up a bunch of friends that love Rock Band, 12, 15 of us, ordered some pizzas, got a keg, just had a big party all afternoon. It was great. It was so much fun. And then we're just playing through all the Rock Band stuff and getting the achievement. I thought it was just a really clever way to go. But the truly frustrating thing is they start you with all the easiest songs.
Yeah.
So it's like 2 o'clock, the kegs roll up, we're playing Weezer, we're 5-star and everything. We're like, this is ace. Like 11:30 at night, there's only 5 people left at the party. We have 1 song to go. It's like Dragon Force or whatever. It took us, I think, 3.5 hours to get to the last song, and an additional 2.5 hours to beat the last song. We finally beat it at 2 o'clock in the morning. There are literally 5 people on the drums, 1 on each drum and 1 on the foot pedal. And we invented another role. So there's 4 band members. We invented a 5th, which was the team captain. And his job was just to keep track of who had available star power and when they should use it, because we knew that we needed to prevent people from dying.
That's awesome.
It was so much fun. But that's an achievement that existed outside of the game. That's what's so cool about it. I don't remember like, oh, I beat that Dragon Force song and that was so cool. For me, what was awesome about that achievement was the social moment. My buddies, this hilarious image in my head of like 5 guys around this one drum, the final victory photo where we're all literally drenched in sweat from playing this video game so frantically at 2 o'clock in the morning.
You can only have 4 people logged in though, right? So who's the 5th schmuck?
Who doesn't even get the achievement?
I know.
Well, thankfully we had a few people over who weren't super into GamerScore, so it all worked out. But and then once you earn that, they upgrade your profile pic.
Oh, that's cool. See, that's what I'm talking about. Like, that's
so
what
your
I
guitar,
see.
Instead of being the black and white guitar, it's solid gold.
That's what I want to see the next consoles do. Is if
Even
you're going to have these
online.
trophy systems or achievement systems, let me brag about it even more.
Yeah.
So,
well,
all
that's
right.
GameWalks. See you guys tomorrow.
See you later.